It's a country I've visited and showcased many times, and one that I have a deeply rooted personal connection to. Once largely off the radar, it's fast becoming a popular destination for travelers seeking a more laid-back and more authentic European country. On this journey, I'll be showing you two voivodships located on opposite ends of the country. Śląskie in the south and Pomorskie in the north. Arrived in the tiny village of Janow. We're going to be staying with my family. Here's the village church. It's not that old, but it is impressive. It actually reminds me a little bit of a Spanish mission. My aunt was telling me how during the Second World War, a mortar actually took out part of the tower and landed in what's now their backyard. We've left Janow and we're now in the even smaller village of Ponik. The boundary between the two villages is marked by the small stream known as a Potok. Oh wow, look at this, it really doesn't get more rural and traditional than this. This is a true Polish village right here. We're in the village of Zloty Potok, or Golden Creek. It's a slightly larger village with several historical sites and tourist facilities, and it's also famous for its spring water. This palace once belonged to the Raczyński noble family, and in this home once lived renowned Polish poet Zygmunt Krasinski. Good morning. So this village that I'm staying in sits right on the border of the Eagle's Nest Landscape Park, which is part of a region known as the Jura. And Jura is a term used throughout Europe to describe a karstic area rich in limestone. And where there is limestone, you can usually find caves and stunning rock formations. So let's check it out. The first cave we'll be visiting is the Bear's Grotto.
wzięła.
Będzie tu na wprost ładniejsza.
This limestone arch formation behind me is called Twardowski's Gate. Limestone arches are actually rare. Most arch formations in the world are created from sandstone. This outcrop of rocks right here is called the Diabelskie Mosty, or Devil's Bridges. The rocks were named by Zygmunt Krasinski due to a legend that says the devil himself got stuck in between them while searching on the moon for a man named Twardowski who sold his soul to him. And one of the more unique and interesting looking caves in the region is Grota Ostrężnika. And just a few hundred yards from the cave, you'll come across these stone ruins, which my aunt told me are actually the remains of an old medieval castle. My aunt managed to hook me up with some contacts from a local spelunking team so I could show you a cave that's typically off limits to tourists. I'm going down into Jaskinia Wierna. It's actually the largest and most beautiful cave in the area.
Jest w pieśniach żagiel gwiezdny napój, wielkie skrzydła, wielki wiatr. Dla tych, co pełzać w mule nie chcą, głowa w górze, sztywny kark. Jest w pieśniach pomród zwiastun błyskawic, sokół pośród stada chron. Tylko niektórzy ją podjąć umieją.
Today, this area is a nature reserve, home to hedgehogs, deer, foxes, snakes, and wild boar, amongst other animals. But during World War II, these forests were home to the Polish partisans called Lesniow, which translates to forest people. In addition to its spectacular karstic landscape, this region also contains one of the few deserts found in Europe. I'm on Pustynia Siedlecka. This actually used to be a sand mine. Today for dinner I'm having cabbage rolls, one of the most iconic traditional Polish dishes. The Polish name gołąbki actually translates to pigeon, but it has nothing to do with pigeon whatsoever. We're hiking the Eagle's Nest Trail. It's about 100 miles long. It runs from Częstochowa all the way to Krakow. And this area is famous for its ruined castles. Today we'll be visiting Mirów Castle and Bobolice Castle. Pulled over to the side of the road because I spotted this field of red poppies, and I've heard about these but have never actually seen them, as they're only found in Eurasia and North Africa. And I guess they're often paired with these smaller blue flowers, and in some parts of Europe they're actually used in cooking and folk medicine. This is the Skarżyce Church. Up there is a giant limestone arch formation called Okiennik Wielki, which most closely translates to giant window for obvious reason. And my family brought me this sanctuarium called Lesniow. I actually didn't know about it, but allegedly it contains water which possess miraculous healing properties. Of this evening's dinner,